Hey everyone, this is Pastor Bell with just a quick word, and this week I want to talk about May being Mental Health Awareness Month. This is a way for us to be more aware of people who are dealing with mental health issues, and also to recognize that 1 in 5 Americans over the course of their life is going to have an issue with mental health. This is something that I have personal experience with, and I think it's important for the church to continue to be an advocate for people who are dealing with mental health issues, and also to help lessen the stigma around mental health. Because for too many years, people in the church, and I'm not talking about Good Shepherd in particular, but about the whole Christian community, have responded to people who are dealing with mental health issues by saying, hey, you just need to pray more, right? You just need to trust in Jesus more. You just need to have more faith, and you won't have to deal with this depression or anxiety or schizophrenia or whatever is going on. When in fact, we should be some people who are there supporting them, just like we support people who are dealing with other ongoing illnesses like cancer, like diabetes, or things like a broken leg or a busted up knee, that might be more short term. And sometimes mental health is pretty short term. So I wanted to share my own experience with mental health. So, pull out the medications here. This is generic Lexapro. I take this each day. It helps to manage my anxiety that I've had for about 3 years now. This is generic Klonopin. I take this very occasionally now, but it helped when I was having panic attacks to help keep me on an even keel. Now, about 3 years ago, I started to have issues with anxiety. This is actually something that runs in my family. Sometime in your mid-30s, it seems like it's going to affect you in my extended family. And so I was very lucky in that my anxiety was pretty mild. I was still able to work full time. I didn't miss too many days of work because of it, but it really took a toll on my family life, because while I could fake it through the workday, while I could do the work I had to do, while I could even lead worship, when I got home, I was totally exhausted from keeping that mask on. And so I would crash. I would hide in my room. I would watch old TV shows because that would help to calm me. And so I wasn't there for my wife and my kids, and I wasn't the husband or the father that I really wanted to be for them. And so after some good, gentle, loving pushing from my wife, I went and saw my doctor and got on some medication. And that really helped to even things out and help me to manage it. I also was more intentional with exercise, with spending more time outdoors and doing those things that I knew would help me to better deal with my anxiety, to better deal with the stress of work and life. And again, I'm not unique in this perspective. Again, 1 in 5 Americans deal with mental health issues. Some of them are long-term, some of them are short-term. And what I had that made all the difference was a very supportive network of people. My bishop was very supportive. My family members were very supportive. And again, I had other people I could lean on directly who had been through a very similar thing and said, hey, when you hit your anxiety, what happened? How did you get through it? And that helped me to get through it. And so I was able to continue to work full time. I was a very productive and engaging pastor, at least I think so. And I even shared that with St. John, the congregation I was serving at the time, when I was ready and comfortable to do that. And it made a very positive difference in my pastoral care of them. I'm not sharing this to brag. I don't think I'm unique in having dealt with mental health issues and, in a sense, overcome them or had control over them. This happens to millions of Americans, and I just want to say all this because if you are dealing with a mental health crisis, if you're dealing with anxiety, if you're dealing with depression, if you're dealing with something more serious, there is help for you, and you are worth being helped. So don't be afraid to reach out to get the therapy you need, to get the medication you need. And don't be afraid to reach out to myself or to Pastor Chris. Again, because I've been through this, I'm happy to sit down with you, whether you're a youth or adult or somewhere in between, to talk to you about my own experience, the signs that I recognize, the path that I took, and maybe that will be helpful for you on your own path, or just maybe it's good to talk with someone about it and know that you're not alone, because you are not alone. Again, I'm going to keep repeating this. 1 in 5 Americans go through some sort of mental health crisis in their life. Also know it gets better. It can get better with medication. It can get better with therapy. It can get better with prayer, and with exercise and all the rest. And some combination of that may be very helpful to you in your own walk with mental health. And I also think that even if you never have a mental health issue, which a lot of people don't, it's important for you to hear this because you can be part of the movement to help destigmatize this, to normalize it. And when people tell you, hey, I'm dealing with depression, you don't freak out. You don't think it's weird. You look at it as you would someone who is dealing with any other health issue, whether it be minor or major, and you can continue to provide the Christ-like loving support that you do with folks when they're dealing, again, with cancer or with diabetes or with a broken leg or whatever it may be. So throughout this month, I encourage you to take some time to educate yourself more on mental health issues and what it looks like in the United States overall today and in Illinois. If you know someone who is dealing with it, just be there and be supportive. And if you are dealing with it or you know someone who's dealing with it that might need some help, know that the church is here for them. We will not judge them. We will not tell them to just pray more, just trust in Jesus. We will help connect them with resources and encourage them and help them to get the help they need. Because again, things do get better. And even if you are in the deepest grips of a mental health crisis, you are worth helping, and there is help for you. I hope you all are staying safe this week. God bless you and keep you. And again, know that your church is here for you and the door is always open. God bless. Bye now.